at this hair. This is how I woke up this morning. Took my kids to school like this. I don't know what that is. It was all up. Like all up. But when I woke up, it was like a half pony. If you want to call it that. Okay, I'm just trying to get settled here. I haven't even done my skincare. I'm trying to get some music playing. At least I got a pretty background. I haven't been on here in a while. I'm a little rusty. Trying to get some music. I can't see. I don't know what to play. Let's just hear some underwater relaxing. It's gonna make me pee on myself. It's gonna make me want to go to the beach. I'm just going to use some pure rose water real quick. Because honestly, I didn't even cleanse my face this morning, but I did last night. Shoot, I spilled it. I love this stuff so much. Oh my god. I can't explain. Oh, the sun's coming through. I can't explain what it is. It's not like a toner. It's just like a... It feels like I've washed my face. But it smells so good. And it's not like a rose scent that you would think of a normal rose would smell. It's like... You just gotta get it and try it. I don't know how to explain it. But I love using this. Especially if I don't have time to clean my skin with a cleanser. This is just as good. As long as I don't have makeup on it, you know. But it gives me some nourishment and refreshes my skin and gets it ready for, God, I apologize. Okay, I don't hear water. Oh, here we go. Get down. Okay, that'll work. Got my espresso coffee this morning. This is my favorite. It's been my favorite. It's the brown sugar oat milk espresso, shaken espresso. But I add either sweet cream or is my eye cream. Either sweet cream or 3 extra pumps of brown sugar just to make it a little bit sweeter because the espresso in it's kind of strong. So I'm just putting on, I don't see any comments, so if y'all are saying hey, hello, what you doing, I don't see it. I think it takes a while. But I just dab in my eye cream a little bit. I don't like to rub, because that makes wrinkles. Okay. I know I'm taking too long. I'm not going to do a serum or anything. Let's just do a moisturizer real quick. We'll use the Age of Versist Rich Moisturizer. Just a quick, simple one. I don't think... Love this line a lot. It's very hydrating, moisturizing, helps with wrinkles, fine lines, dark spots, firming the skin. It feels so good. It smells so good. Now I'm gonna let that settle and I'll do my brows and then I'll do primer. Hey Aaron, I have a big Saturday coming up tomorrow because I have to do 2 weddings in one day. It's stressing me out, I'm not gonna lie, stressing me out. I've never done 2 in one day. Luckily it's not like the whole bridal party in both. But still, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I should have only said yes to one, but it was the situation that I couldn't. Okay, so I'm going to be a little scattered because I have all my makeup already packed in my like to go bag for my weddings tomorrow. So I might be kind of scrounging around and using either stuff that I normally don't use, or I'm going to have to keep reaching into this bag over here. So forgive me if you see, quit, Lucy! Damn it! My cat, look, she's got me. She's hooked on me. Let go. She thinks I'm playing. She done nicked my damn sweater. Living with cats is like living with kids in their terrible twos. I'm sweating. Okay, my eyebrows are definitely not in the best shape, but I don't know what that is. The girls need some plucking, but we are not going to pluck them right now. We're just going to fill in using this brow pencil by Farmasi, shade 02. It's like a waxy formula. You don't need to be heavy-handed. Please don't be heavy-handed. Don't put a lot of product towards the front. And just simply fill it in like that. And then we're gonna brush her out. Oh my gosh, my hair. Wow, my brows really need help. I need to just get them waxed. So we're gonna make them look realistic and stand up. Like so. Natural brows is in. So we're gonna be as natural as I can get it. We don't want it to look overdone here. We're gonna do a quickie-roo. Trying not to spend as much time on my brows. I used to would literally spend probably at least 20 minutes just on my brows to perfect them. Even doing something. Well, see, me neither. But I'm trying so hard. Look. All this needs to be plucked. This is, I don't know what's happening here. I know. I've thought about that too. But I'm so scared. So this is a clear brow gel. This is the Be Fit line by Farmasi. We have them in shades light, medium, dark. You could wear this alone if you already have full brows and you don't like the whole fill-in look. But I like using the clear because it really helps them stay in place. And I like this look where it looks like they're sticking straight up. And it helps them just stay there. It's a like gel you'd put in your hair, but it's for your brows. My hand's probably going to be a little bit more shaky than normal because of this espresso coffee, but I think the quick one you're doing looks just as good as Natural Beauty. Sometimes I notice that about myself. I can spend 2 hours on a makeup look, and then there's days where I literally have to hurry and get ready and like do it in 15-20 minutes, and I feel like it looks, I get more compliments on my look that I done quicker as opposed to the one I spent hours on. Okay, so concealer, shade 03 in the stick. this is a good way to camouflage those unwanted hairs. But it also just looks more like well put together, and I just like the way this looks better than not doing it. That's my opinion. And you could leave the top, or you can also highlight it too, or conceal it, whatever. Carve it out. Normally, I would pluck under here. But sometimes, you just gotta let her fly. Okay, and if you want, you can just go do a little swoopy swoop. Just to go ahead and blend that center part. Now, you can take a brush, a sponge, or your finger to blend that. And, God, everything's spread out everywhere right now. I don't even know. Look at my little sponge. I washed all my sponges last night. I still have an issue. Oh, great. I just dropped half of them. I don't know where the other one went. I have an issue with getting it all out. I'm literally scrubbed this thing 100 times, and I let them soak 3 times, and they still have. Some of them just hold on to that foundation, and I've used so many different types of brush or sponge cleaners. I've even used Dawn dish soap. Sometimes I can get it out, but sometimes you don't want to budge. So I'm just blending it out a little bit with this sponge here. And this is supposed to be the quick way. See how long it's taken me? And then I go over it just a little bit more to make sure there's not any concealer in my brows. Okay, we're going to leave it like that today. Now, I could go on the top and I use a little bit darker color concealer, but I'm not going to do that. One of my sponges is on the floor. I'm going to wash that again. Okay. Why? Looked so unlocked, didn't recognize me. Oh, this feels so much better. Figured it was a good time while I had. Hold on. Listen. Oh, why? Okay. I forgot what you said. Or, I forgot you had something to do with, I really don't know what you did. I seen you doing some makeup on people. Was that what you're talking about? Like, did you have an event? This is gonna bug me. I said I wasn't gonna carve out the top. But I have to a little bit because it's bugging me. I feel like this one's like thicker or something. Just a little bit. I need a bigger vanity. I'm getting to the point, I promise. Or getting to the rest of the face. Okay. I don't even know what eyeshadow I want to use. Let me prime my eyelids real fast. This is my primer for my eyelids, for my shadow. Looks like, oh shoot, that ain't it. Grab the wrong one. They all look so the same. I have a P on that one for primer, and that one's my eyeliner. Okay, this is what we're going to prime with. And this can also be used to cover blemishes. because it's almost like a very thick mattifying concealer almost, but it stays in place like so good. So it's good for your eyelids to prime because it's going to help your eyeshadow pigments latch on, and because it's matte, it will help it, it's not going to be sticky, so it's going to help it blend over a lot better than a lot of eyeshadow primers I've used. And for blemishes, I know it sounds weird, but like, okay, so if you have a big zit or even a place where you've had acne before and you really want to cover that up, you can just put it on there. You can use, I would probably recommend a finger so you can get kind of more in that area, and don't really blend it out, just kind of leave it. And then when you put your foundation on, not only is it going to be more covered, it's going to stick to that area so it won't rub off. Same as if you have like an oily nose, you can put some around this part of your nose or wherever you're oily, and then your foundation latches on better and it stays, if that makes sense. So it's a very multi-use. I could have used this probably too to carve my brows out, but yeah. So now, just to set that, I'm gonna use, I got me a new one because my other one's all the way down to pan. I used the whole thing, transparent powder, Miracle Concealer for acne and dark spots and scars, yes. So I'm just gonna set this a little. You don't have to, but it makes me feel better knowing that it's set, just to make sure it doesn't crease, and to make sure that my eyeshadow does kind of go blend out better. I'll put some in between my eyes too. Also, another trick, if you're really oily, you can put your translucent powder down first under your foundation. Okay, I need to prime before I forget. So I'm just going to use this Camera Ready Strobe Primer because since the mask thing has been in, I get more drier than I ever have. So this is a little more hydrating, and it's going to give a little bit of luminosity to the skin, but nothing to make you look like you're a lot saver or nothing, but enough to give you that glow within. Now this is not pore filling, so if you have large pores, you're going to want to use something that is more silicone based, like this one. And this one's going to really blur the skin and fill in lines and pores. This hair is so awful. Alright. Eyeshadow. I still don't know what eyeshadow. I don't even know. I want to use something I haven't used in a while. And I also, I want to use, I haven't used these in a while either. I really want to use these things. One of these. Trying to think what I could create. Well, you know what? Let's just do the old trusty, this Farmasi Iconic palette. I'm sure I can come up with something here. We'll just start with this transition shade, which is called Bliss. It's just like a matte light brown. And we will go into the crease to start out. I'm gonna use these right now too. I'm gonna use both of these. We're just gonna go right here in the crease. So I'm gonna go, it's basically where I put my transition shade is between the crease and the brow bone. So right in between. And then I kind of just build it up gradually. We're gonna go pretty much all the way over the length of the brow. Kind of circle motions and windshield at the same time. With the liquids, I don't like to use just liquids. I use it to, like, I've been using them to make a cut crease. So I'm skipping the whole concealer thing and I'm using just the liquids, and it's been really cool. Like, it's been a while since I've done it, but I think it's a good for someone that's a beginner trying to learn how to do a cut crease. These are like really good for that. So we're just blending it, and when we get out to here, we kind of gonna go up almost like a curve, because that gives it an illusion that your eye's pulling up. Instead of following it down, it's just gonna drag your eye down. It's all about shape shifting and creating an illusion for the men. Catfish 101. Turn you into a swan, baby. And this would probably look way better if my brows were done, but I mean, you know, like plucked. Wish she had a video. Guess work on. Who? Oh, the girl that used the bronze and purple look with them, and I can't get it. Send me a picture of it. I want to see what you're talking about. If you know, if you have it, if you can get one. Screenshot it. Okay, now let's go into struggle, because we on a struggle bus every day, all day. I'm just gonna keep the same. This is almost like a burnt reddy kind of color. We're gonna just go on the outer part, kind of messy. We're not gonna try to make it a perfect like V, just kind of messy, and bring it in about halfway where the crease was, and then on the edge here. Trust the process. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I like to dab my shade in first, and then I'll blend it. It's probably gonna look all jacked up over here because of these hairs. I don't know why it throws me off when there's unplucked hairs over here. And they grow back right here more than anywhere. They hardly grow over here. They'll grow under here and then right there. Very mangy, if I do say so myself. Okay, so now I'll take another like kind of more firmer blending brush, and hopefully it's clean, and I kind of just go over the outer edges so that it's not anything harsh left behind. We don't want harsh edges. We want everything to look very nicely blended. It's best, in my opinion, to do eyes first so that you don't have fallout on your face, and, you know, what if you have your whole face done and you're doing an eye look and you decide, ooh, you don't like that. You can wipe it off and not mess your face up. Or if you have, when you put on mascara or eyeliner and you get it on you and or you poke yourself in the eye with the mascara one and you're like, oh, and it leaves all this mascara, you can just wipe it off. So if you have a full face of foundation and concealer and powder and bronzer and all that, you're messing that up. So, my opinion, doing it this way is better. Unless the look is very simple. You don't need to worry about fallout or messing up your eyeliner and all that. So, especially for clients, if you're doing it on someone else's face, I touch their face a lot while I'm doing their eyes. So if they've got on a full face of makeup, I'm gonna end up messing up their makeup. And this way too, you can just take a brush and wipe off any fallout. Hey Linda, good morning. Alright, now we're gonna go, let's just grab this one. Like, it's the safest shade here for this. It's the shade Joker. I think it's 02 Joker. Looks like that. These are very pretty. And it's gonna be like a concealer top applicator. Now what we're gonna do is very easy. I'll make it so you can see what I'm doing. Just like I would do a cut crease with concealer, I'm gonna just place it there and then look up. And it creates a little line here. So now I know how far I need to go up. And we're just going to use the wand. You could use a brush too if you feel more comfortable. And we're just going to fill her in. Just a straight line across there. I'm going to go about halfway. I'm not going to go all the way across. I'm really trying to stay in the view of the phone, but I'm also trying to look in the mirror. So, and then what this will do is dry down to like almost like a powdery formula. So you can't just leave it like that. We have to blend out the edges some. So I'm trying to find a brush that will be good for that. Honestly, I'm just gonna try this one first. Just to kind of blend it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Kind of go back and forth. No worries if you mess up your shadow, because we're gonna add something to it. So see how it's a little more blended? And you can kind of pat it down if you want, just to prevent any creasing. Now, we'll come back to this eye in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and do our other eye so we can cut the crease. And it's a little off. It's okay. So, same thing. Put her down right here in the kind of close to your lash line, but more in the middle of your lid, and then look up. It'll leave an imprint. Okay, that's fine. And then same thing. I'm sorry if y'all can't see what I'm doing. It's just like coloring, you just stay in the lines. And just keep the line straight. And then blend it out over here again. These dry, you know, pretty quick, so I'm just patting it down a little bit. I'm a little bit off. Hold on, let me try to fix this. I feel like I need to be more rounded. See what I mean? Okay, now, there's that. I can see that. Now we're gonna make this look better. Let's see. What color do we want to do? Let's do this bronze kiss. Okay, this bronze kiss right here. We're just going to get some on a little brush like this. And we're going to place it in this little outer edge. And then it'll blend that shimmer shade into that outer, I guess, that burgundy brown color. We want it to just flow nicely. Make it look effortless. Out of the bronze kiss or the liquid. We're just gonna place it basically right in the center, right between those two colors, and just mix and just blend it together. And then I'm grabbing another like fluffy brush and I'm kind of toning it down a little bit. Now I feel like we need to go back in with this struggle color just to give her back a little bit of life, because sometimes we lose it. This eye is not wanting to cooperate with me. This one looks good. Empty brush. Just getting those outer edges. Okay. And instead of doing a wing, ever get my shadow to look like yours? I'm sorry. It's just doing it so many times, you eventually get it. Good morning, Laura. Okay, so I'm trying to debate on, do I want a sharp black matte wing, or do I want to have like a kind of a smoky kind of black wing? Because I'm going to tell you, for some reason, I have had a lot of prom girls, okay, that I've had to do makeup here lately. None of them want a wing eyeliner or anything precise or harsh. They want, every single person that I've done has asked for a smudged out black or brown wing, but nothing. It's, I guess it would be like a smoky eye, but very toned down, like very, very natural. And it looks so good. Like it still looks like their eyes are just like, it gives them, I don't know. So I mean, I know how to do it on myself, but I normally don't. But we can do that, I guess. I'm trying to think what would be. Where's the brush that I use for it? Here we go. Okay. So, luckily this palette has... Oh, no, it's not black enough. Well, hold on. We'll try it. This is a black truffle. I kind of wanted it to be a little blacker, but this actually might work. It's kind of like a toned down black, almost like a gray. Has a little bit of a shine to it. So we're using like a little brush. It almost looks like an eyeliner brush for like a gel liner, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So you can also put a piece of tape right here to help you, but the cool thing about this is you don't, I mean, it can be a little messy, so I'm just going to do it like I would normally do my wing eyeliner. So I do a line out first. If you get it too far out, it's fine, because you can kind of wipe it off. I'll show you. I'm just going to like fill it in right here. And brown looks pretty too, like a dark brown. Oh, I feel like I got that in my eye. Or you don't even have to do the wing, you can just do some black shadow on the lash line. I don't want to put a lot there in the center or the corner. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little. This is something I have to get used to because I don't do it very often. But I'm just gonna kind of blend out here, kind of going up with it. It's not so like okay. So there's that. Let me get a wipe because I have fallout over here. And we're gonna wipe it off, and this is also, if you mess up, you can just do that, and look how sharp now. And there's that. Now it'll look even better once our face is done and our eyeshadow. Our mascara is on. I might do lashes today. We'll see how I feel about it. There's that. Let's do the other side. Again, black truffle right here. Little flat brush. Start here and go out. Same as I would do a liquid liner. Then fill her in. Struggling with the view here. So, I have to find something to wear for a wedding Saturday. Not only am I going to be the makeup artist, I also have to go attend the wedding. And I cannot for the life of me find, I don't know how long it's been since I've actually attended a wedding. I don't even think, I've maybe attended like one wedding in my whole life, but I've done makeup for about 100. No, not that many, but so I've never had to worry about what I'm going to wear. Because I usually just wear whatever I want to do their makeup. But I don't know why I'm making a big deal about it. But I just wanted I wanted to look pretty and I wanted something new. And I wanted to wear a dress or a skirt, or I never wear dresses. I really hate wearing dresses and skirts. And with my body type, because I'm super tall, if it's a long dress and it's supposed to go to like your ankles, it comes to like my shins and I look weird. Something isn't right about it. I don't know. And my ankles, I feel like, are like larger than normal people's ankles. So it looks like two tree stumps. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it. Off-white or something of her colors. Well, I didn't want to wear white because I was told not to wear white to a wedding. But I know what you're saying, because I kind of felt like I wanted to wear something of like that type too. But okay, so I tried like this pantsuit. Looks like a romper, but it's pants, but it's actually like capris and they're flowy. It wasn't bad, but I didn't like the shoes I had picked out for it. And I have a gut. Like, I have this gut. It's just, no matter if I've lost a lot of weight or not, it's kind of like I have this inheritance of this gut, okay? Plus, I've had kids, and so that makes me feel so I literally look pregnant, because especially if I lose weight, it's like the gut's still there, and then it looks like I'm pregnant, but I'm not. And I bloat. I can be like skinny in the morning. The second I eat, like, it could be one bite of a egg, and immediately I feel bloated. So nothing looks right. And what's frustrating is because the dressing rooms are closed, when I go shopping, I can't try anything on. So that's very frustrating. So I've bought stuff, brought it home, tried it on, hated it, and then I'm having to go back and take it back. And I could just settle. I have an outfit that's not bad. It's something I got from American Eagle a couple months ago, and I've never worn it. And it's actually not bad, but it's white blue jeans and then a pretty top. But do you wear pants to a wedding? Like, I'm really overthinking it. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to wear. And for some reason, I want to wear green. I want to wear like a really, like a light green color. I don't know how to explain the green I'm talking about. I don't know, like green, like that, and flowery. But is that something I'm supposed to wear? I don't know. The colors that they have are, Bradley's going to be in the wedding. With the color theme is like a burgundy purpley color. And then the men are just wearing like all white shirts and khaki like dress pants. And then the like purple, but not purple, but like a burgundy suspenders and a burgundy tie, bow tie. But I don't necessarily have to match them. I just don't know. I mean, and I kind of want to wear a skirt, but I have trouble trying to figure out what tops to wear with certain types of skirts. And also, I'm scared it's going to show my gut. There's just no way around the gut. I might just have to just let it fly and let it just flown itself out there and be like, hey, I'm here, party of two, me and the Foompa. Can we also have 2 meals? Just kidding. Okay, that's good enough for me. Is it good enough for you? Let's move on to the face, and we will come back to eyes. Let me go ahead and curl my lashes. Or should I just, okay, I don't know. Okay, where I have shopped is so far, I was actually going to order off Shein, but then I was so scared it wouldn't be here in time. And it was, also, I don't like ordering stuff offline because you can't try it on. And I'm like, okay, that'd be a bad idea if it don't work. I looked at TJ Maxx and Ross in Morganton and in Hickory, because those are pretty good places, especially TJ Maxx, to look for dresses or like dressy type clothes, and you can get really nice things like name brand stuff for very, very cheap. And they usually have like really nice, especially dressy type clothes. And I've found a lot of really cute stuff, but like I'll sit there and look at it and think, is this going to look right on me? Is this going to be okay because I'm too tall? Is this going to show my gut? Is, you know, what shoes am I going to wear? Or I'll find a dress, it'll be perfect, and then I can't find shoes for it. And I'm like, you ladies know how it is. I just want to try stuff on. And the dressing rooms are closed. I don't understand that at all. Like, how? I mean, why is it? I really don't understand it. Because you can take clothes home into your house, put them on, and bring them back to the store to return them. But you can't go in the dressing room to try it on. I don't understand what their logic is. I don't see how that's helping to prevent COVID. I mean, if anything, the clothes that people try on, they should just put them on a rack and like let them sit for 3 days before they put them back on the shelves to like kill germs or something. I don't know. But I feel like it's going to be a lot more germy taking them in your car to your house, around other people, around your things, with your hands all over them, and who knows God what else, and then bring them back to the store. I don't get it. I don't get it. And if you're worried about people being 6 feet apart, then don't let but so many people in the dressing room at a time. Okay, face. Since I have wiped underneath my eyes quite a bit with the, whatchamacallit, wipey, I'm going to put a little more eye cream on. Just a little bit. Because I really want it to be hydrated underneath, for when my concealer and powder goes on. It's very important. I'm just going to dab a little bit more of the eye cream. It's the Age Reversus. I used Age Reversus And I use, what is it? Lumi Radiance. I kind of go back and forth. This has new packaging now. It comes in a pump. But I just don't have, because I have a backup. Once I run out of these two, then I'll get my pump. Alright, 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 alright. Let's do, have a little mini fridge for my skincare. Feel famous. Foundation. Let's use some Stay Matte today. I just feel like I want to use Stay Matte. But it is a little bit, I think it's a little bit yellow on me. It's a shade 09. Let me see if that one matches. Okay. So yeah, it's got a little bit of a yellow tint. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see the yellow in it. I'm going to add a little bit of this LA Girl. It's a blue pigment. This is something I get from CVS. And it's going to neutralize this foundation. And I did some self tanner, so hopefully this matches. We'll see, but we'll just mix it up. It will tone down that yellow some. And then we just apply it. I'm going to blend it out with a sponge. This is a sponge that I got. It's from Haley Beauty. You can actually use, in some Targets they carry it. But I don't care for any of the makeup that I've tried, like the foundation and stuff. It's not that great, but I like this sponge. It's called Haley Beauty. Yeah, it matches pretty good. I have a lot of redness today. Sometimes it does that. My skin sometimes just looks really red. Blend it down the jawline. Stay Matte's so good. Like, it covers so good. See how it's covered all this redness? And this is typically good for people with oily skin. But I mean, I use it and my skin has been dry. And it's, as long as you moisturize good and you use that hydrating primer, it's going to be fine. It's going to stay. For sure, it stays really good. Even under a mask. But it definitely don't dry your skin out or anything. It went a long way too. Like I didn't have a whole lot on my hand. It just kind of like one little squirt. And it's still going. I'm just going over a few other of the same areas just to make sure it's covered. So I'm about to go again. I'm going again for the 4th time, I think, to look for something to wear to this wedding. And another thing too, while I'm doing makeup for the girls, I cannot wear the outfit that I'm wearing to the wedding because I'll end up getting makeup all over it. So I have to change. Alright, we're going to take a brush, the concealer brush, and just kind of go around the brows. And then we're going to put some concealer on. Shade 03 in this little concealer here. This is such a good concealer. I'll tell you, it's not the fullest coverage of concealer, but the way it looks underneath your eyes, it's just so good. Like, it really brightens, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it does cover, but it's just because it's not a thick consistency, it doesn't look cakey, and it doesn't look, it doesn't get real dry. It stays like hydrated, and I mean, it looks matte, but it doesn't look dry. I don't know how to explain it. It stays very, very well. It doesn't come off, and it's just the best concealer I've ever used my entire life. Like, it's okay. It does compare a little bit to NARS Radiant Concealer, but I don't like NARS Radiant Concealer because it looks okay at first, but after a while it starts to look dry and cakey, and it shows like them little wrinkles underneath your eyes, and this one don't. But you see how like it just brightened up underneath? Totally makes a difference wearing concealer. I go about 3 shades or so lighter than my skin tone because I love a bright under eye. And you don't need a whole lot either. You don't need to worry about making like the whole big triangle thing. You just enough to give you a lift to brighten. You can use your finger or a brush too to blend it out. I'm going to add just a little bit more right here. So if you have a lot of darkness underneath, it might not really cover all the way. It's definitely going to cover some. But like if you have really dark underneath, you're going to need a color corrector, which is like a peachy tone, and I have that too. I probably would do this one that's the shade 02. It's like more peach. You would put that on first. That's going to neutralize that like blue color, and then you put your concealer over it to brighten. We're going to put a little on our chin to make it kind of stand out and be more prominent. Because I don't have a big chin. I have an overbite. So I really like for my chin to look like it's coming out at you. It really kind of tones down my large nose and gives me a little more symmetrical look. And I do this a little bit at a time, like I'm doing it, instead of just going ahead and placing it everywhere, because it does dry pretty quickly. So I would rather me be able to blend it, you know, flawlessly, than letting it sit for too long and then it's hard to blend. And I just did the bridge of the nose. That just helps like slim it down or whatever. I really probably don't need to do that, but I just do out of habit. Love the way that my complexion looks with all this together. Love it. Ooh, why did I sing? I can't stand that when people do that. Okay. Transparent powder. This is the best powder ever. This is the... I don't recommend putting this on your whole face for a transparent. It's transparent, so it's going to be like clear. But I just personally don't like to do that because I am afraid that there's going to be flashback, or it's just going to make my face look a little too pale because it is white. But it can be used on your whole face. And it smells so good. Oh, it smells like a little baby that's wearing vanilla perfume or something. I don't know. It's just so clean. And I wish I'd come up with a perfume or a body spray that smelled like their powders, because they are just so good. So the sponge I use is actually Real Techniques. And it's very, very fluffy and soft, and it's like velvet. You can see it's like a peach feeling. And I only use it for powder. I don't put liquid on there. And then we're just gonna kind of dust that away. You could let it sit for a while if you want to and bake. I'm just gonna go ahead and dust it away, and then see how it kind of makes you look a little more pale? I place it just where I place my concealer. I don't like it all over because I use my powder, my face perfecting powder. This is a shade 03. It's like a neutral medium color. Since I self-tan, this one's fine. But this, I go over pretty much the rest of the face. And this, my friends, is the best face powder, in my opinion. It just really, really, it doesn't feel heavy. You don't even feel like you're putting anything on. But it just, I can't explain it. It literally gives your face like this filter. It's giving me some color back. Smells good. And I just blend it kind of down my neck. Put extra around my nose. That's where I'll get oily. That smells so good. I use that on all my clients. Pretty much everything that I've used so far, like face-wise, is what I use on clients. Because it works so good, and it's good for anybody's skin type. Except for the foundation, I use VFX most of the time. Because it's perfect. There's not a single person that I have put it on and it not look good. Of all ages, of all skin tones, of all skin types, it looks so good. And I get the color exact with my pigments that I use, because I have different colors of these pigments. And if the foundation doesn't quite match, then I make it match. I feel like I'm at Vitality right now listening to this music, that spa type music. Okay. We need some color. So we don't want to look crazy looking like we just got beat up and we're about to die because our face is so pale. No, I'm just kidding. We got to have some color. If you do not use bronzer, I really, really, really highly recommend it. Which one should I use? Hold on, I'm trying to think. I don't know where my... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Where in the heck? I forgot where I put my bronzer, my peach palette I want to use. That's not it. Why is everything... Where did I put it? It's not in my bag. Oh. If it was a snake, it would have bitten me. Have them all right here. So let's do... You know what? Let's do the 3-in-1. I haven't used this in a while. And since I got some self-tanner on, it's going to be... Okay, so we have a... This is the 3-in-1. So you're getting a bronzer, highlight, and blush. This is for, I would recommend for like medium to darker skin tones, okay? Then we have the peach palette, which is also a bronzer, highlight, and blush. But this is better for lighter skin tones to medium. So yeah, that's what we have. You can see the difference there. So very, very good palettes. Love them both. But I'm going to use this one right now for the bronzer shade. Just kind of a small, kind of fluffy brush. Dipping it in here. Now it is more of a warmer tone, so I don't contour with this. I just bronze because it is warmer. Warmer means it's more on the like it's more orangey, I guess, but it's not. It doesn't make me look orange, but it's made to make you look like you've gotten a little bit of sun, like you're tan. It's going to just warm up the skin, okay? Now, you will place it... I place mine in basically a C. I don't like to put a lot of bronzer here. You can. A lot of people like to do a number 3 or the letter E. But I kind of do more of like a C, and then what's left off the brush, I can kind of dust down here. But I don't want to look two-toned or have a little too much underneath and it be kind of obvious. So, I'm going to end up knocking this over if I don't move it. Let me get situated again. Hold on 1 second. There we go. So, that's what we're using so far. This still is going to sculpt the face some. But it's definitely not contouring. Okay, and we're going to go down each side of the nose. Nothing precise, just kind of keep it messy. And then we can take what's left and just go right under here. And kind of blend it down. Get the ears. Now we can use the blush side. We use the blush right here. So this is going to be on... My preference is when you smile, you have these little balls here. That's the apples of the cheeks. Now, you really don't want it to be right here. You want it to... We're going to place it kind of on the outer part of the cheek. Like this. And then blend it up into the bronzer a little bit. Dab her on and then blend her up. So this pulls your cheeks up. If you have too much right here, it is going to make you look... it's just not going to make... You're going to look almost like your cheeks are bigger. Or you're... kind of more drawn down. You want it to kind of everything to stay up higher. So I just kind of barely put it on there and then go up. I'm barely using product, okay? I don't like a whole ton of blush. But I mean, if you do, by all means, use it. But we're just gonna... I'm literally doing it a little bit at a time. So, I mean, a good way to judge it is don't go past the pupil. Like from here out. You don't want to bring it in over here. Looks a little clowny, I guess. And then on the bridge of the nose some, I like to place it now for the highlighter. Right here. It's the highlighter. Use kind of a little more smaller brush. I tap off the excess. And then we're just going to go right on this cheekbone. When you smile, it's just kind of going to lay right here. And open to the temple a little bit. And you can bring it down to a little bit right on top of, right above that blush, kind of like. So where the light hits, it makes your cheekbone look pow. And then you can do the bridge of the nose. And a little on the Cupid's bow, which is going to bring your top lip forward, kind of up. And I like to place some on my chin because, like I said, I want my chin to look like it's sticking out. This will help. Now, a lot of people like to put it here on the forehead, but I don't, because that to me is, I mean, if you have a really, really tiny forehead, you can put some in the center. That will help brighten it up and open it up. But it brings out more texture in my forehead, so I don't touch the forehead. I just leave that alone. But I will take some of the highlighter in this little brush here. It looks like a little dome. And I'll place it right in the corner of my eyes. And that really gives it like a nice pop and opens up my eye here. Same on this side. We're getting there. And then I'm just going to take a brush and kind of go. Oh, I forgot I had new Farmasi brushes. I should have used those. Okay, so I'm bronzed, like I said, and I have blush on, but I'm not contoured like I want to be. Contoured is just going to be a little more defined right here. So I like to use, we have a contour palette, but this is just what I like to use. I don't know why. I just love the color of it. It's Milani. It's something that you can get from Walmart, Walgreens, TJ Maxx, or CVS, Walgreens. I think Walgreens sells it, and Target. So, and there's a brush that I use that I cannot live without, and it's probably the my favorite brush that I own in my whole entire collection. It was like $3. It is the Elf 105. It's a beautiful little handle, and this is got these little hairs that stick out like that. That looks like your brush is falling apart, but it's not. It's just how it is. So you can like stipple or whatever, but it blends so good. I have not found a brush that does as well as this one does. So it's precise. It's just like this perfect size to get right here where I want it. And you can be very, very light-handed, so it doesn't look like harsh. It's like it blends so good. And this is the shade Silky Matte 02, or Sun-Kissed 02, but it's a Silky Matte bronzer by Milani. Very affordable. I use it a lot. If I'm down to pan, that tells you something, because I do not ever hit pan unless I love something. So, bronzer, if you remember, I placed it more up here, okay? Contour is going to just go right underneath. And we don't want to go past the corner of our eye. We really want to keep it right in here. Contour is also a cooler tone. And we're going to go up with it a little, okay? This is going to give you a shadow effect and like dip in right here. And you can skip this, but I like using doing my contour. And then here, I kind of like try to make this bone stick out. So I define it by doing this. I'm trying to be very, like, precise with how I'm doing everything so you can see what I'm doing. Same if you want to go down the bridge of the nose again. This is also where I'll put a little bit right under here. Just a little bit. Because that gives kind of a shadow here to make it look like your lip is pouty. And I barely put any right under here just to try to define that. To camouflage. And again, it was what was left off the brush, and I did not go back into my pan. But that's it. That's contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. That's how you use all that. It's a lot. Okay, now let's do a little shadow under the eyes. We don't want to just leave them blank. Let's do a pop of color. So I'm gonna grab the green right here, this emerald, and I probably still have a little bit of black off the brush, which is fine. So it'll be like a blackish green. And then we don't just leave it, we will blend it out some. This brush is very different. I've got it from Amazon years ago in a set. And it's very flat and it's angled. And I have another one that's very flat that's not angled. And the only thing that I ever use these for is to blend out the bottom. Because I don't know what else to use it for. I really don't. I've got to clean all my brushes for tomorrow. Okay, so we need a little mascara. This has been my favorite. It's the Limitless Mascara by Farmasi. Volume. Actually, this is the second one I've bought. The other one I use on clients because I use a disposable wand, and I don't know what I did, but I broke this thing off into this, so now it's just a stick. So that's why I keep it for my clients and use a disposable. I was going to place lashes on, but I kind of feel like I don't need to. I've got to get up so early tomorrow. I've got to do my own makeup. And then go be somewhere to do a wedding party. And then another one after that. Love this mascara. So it's comparable to the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara, but I do not like that one. It used to be like the #1 best mascara in the world, but it gets very clumpy very fast, like dries out in the container, whatever. The applicator gets really dry and you get a lot of fallout. And this one is like comparable to it, but the formula is way, way, way better. And it doesn't clump my lashes together either. Okay. One thing I need to do real quick is put some eyeliner on this lower waterline. That's just what I like to do for my eye shape. And then we just need some lipstick. So, I'm gonna have I'm just going to use the shade 223 in the lip liner. This is a Farmasi lip liner, 223. It is like, I'm going to let you see it on my hand because on my lips it's kind of probably going to disappear a little bit. It's a nude. Not really sure how to explain that color. This one, 223 and 203 are very, very good nude shades. They're like my go-tos. I'll just line it out. I always use lip liner no matter what. Even if I'm going to use a gloss. Or matte lipstick. Regular lipstick. It's always best to use a lip liner. It's going to give you a lot more fullness. And it's going to look really precise. I use that word a lot. Lipstick. I think. No. Yeah. No, it's too pink looking. I feel like that's too light. I'm getting there. Brave? Do I want Brave? Or do I want... Love Secret. I don't feel like being that dark today. Let's do Brave. Honestly, I can't make up my mind. Okay, we'll do Brave. And I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to mix it up. And we'll go over the lip liner a little. This is a beautiful nude. So these liquid lipsticks, they're only like $10.90 full price. And I always use my finger to blend it out, pat it. They'll dry down to a matte so they don't move. They stay in place all day. Unless you eat and you wipe your mouth with a napkin, it's just gonna come off some. But for the most part, you do not have to reapply. They stay in place. They are very matte. You can put a gloss over it if you want. And they don't, even though they're matte, they don't dry my lips out. Other lipsticks I've used, like the Too Faced lipsticks, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Kat Von D. Oh, it's another one that's really dry. Oh, I can't remember. There's a couple that, oh my god, they're so dry. NYX, I don't really like NYX. But these are so good. And there's a lot of colors, like very wide range of lipsticks. A lot of nudes, but there's also a lot of bright colors. Like these. They're my favorite. What I will do is put a little bit of gloss right here. This is Physicians Formula. It's a lip plumper. I just barely put any on there, just so it kind of gives them a little bit more of a hello, I'm here. And they're not really matte. I'm not a big fan of the brows today. I think I'm done. I just gotta throw some jeans on. I'm not even gonna fix my hair. I don't really know what to do with it. It's at this weird length. Well, not that the length is weird. That I'm okay with. I can curl it, do it straighten if I want. It's this right here that is driving me nuts. Oh, and I can't put it up in a ponytail either, so these is what's driving me crazy, because I cut it myself thinking that it was just a great idea to give myself a shag haircut and bangs, and I cut them way too short. They were not supposed to be this short. They have grown out a lot though, but it was supposed to be kind of more like tapered in, and I should have been able to put it behind my ear, but I can't. And these drive me nuts. I don't know what to do with them. So I look stupid when I pin them back, and I look stupid when I pin them to the side, on each side, and then it's like, and then if I try to put them over on one side, they don't stay. Don't cut your own hair. Don't cut your bangs. Don't do it. So, I don't know. I'm used to longer hair. And now I've got these bangs. And I don't know what to do with it. I don't. So, and when I go to put it up, this is what happens. Because I have to wear it up at work. So I'm putting it in a ponytail. I've got this going on. That's not cute. And then this right here. Usually it's like all this. Not cute, guys. I do not like it. It might. We have our little pieces here. It's like if they were a little bit longer, I could pull it off, or if I was a little bit younger, had a different face shape or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I look like I'm Alfalfa's mother. It's not, I don't know. I can't stand this. I'm having to pin this up all the time and pin this just to have my hair in a ponytail or bun. It don't even go in a bun no more. If I try to put it in a bun, it looks like a little weird ball, like sprigs. So I just gotta be patient and let it grow. So that's all. I hope I helped teaching you something pretty in depth with the contour and how to use the 3-in-1 palette and how to do a cut crease using these bad boys. And yeah, that's all. Oh, I gotta spray my face, so forgot about that. This is a refresh hydrator type spray, so I use it first because it really kind of tones down powders and just gives my hydration back to the skin. Plus I did use a matte foundation, so that will help. And then I'll go over it with a setting spray, which I think it's in my bag for my client, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I use a setting spray with it too. So I hydrate it, refresh it, and then set it with a spray so that it stays all day. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to go find me something to wear to this wedding, hopefully. If I don't have any luck, I'm just going to find something to wear. I don't know. But any recommendations on outfits or places to go? I even thought, okay, today I'm going to try the mall. And I'm going to try, I just don't want to spend a lot of money, but I might have to. Aqua Bee and the mall is the two. If I don't find it there, then I'm just going to go in my jeans. Because I don't know what else to do. So, and with my body shape, if you have any recommendations on, like, because of, I'm almost 6 foot tall. I have a gut. And I have large ankles. So if you can think of something that would look best on me with my figure or with my insecurities, then I do have a bra. I do have a strapless bra, so in case I have to wear something that you can't see your bra, I did get me a strapless bra that actually fits and looks pretty decent. And it was, I think it was Jessica Simpson from like Ross or TJ Maxx, and I was very surprised that it fit as good as it did, because that's something else that I can't find to fit me right is bras, especially a strapless. But I don't mind having something that shows my shoulders. I'm not a big fan of my arms because I think they're large. I think they're fat. But I will deal with it. Or if anything, wear a shawl or a jacket. But that's it. I don't know why I'm talking so much, probably because of the coffee. But thanks.